live on Facebook. Let's go to the page.
Make sure that I got my volumes down on all media things.
Tammy, go cuss that person out, please.
Oh, now you need me to be in the force. You need me to be in the force now.
Just an FYI, we getting ready to start recording.
We're recording now.
Yes, we are.
You owe me not to fall asleep again at myself.
With the live on, baby. Ending some. So we is here for the process. All right. I love all of it, and then some. All right, Governor.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you, dear.
All right.
You owe me not to
So
fall
we'll
asleep.
see what she got going on. Way of showing you lessons back to you right now. You gonna be here and going live?
I'm waiting for y'all to go live.
We're live now.
We're live.
Oh, we're going to see it.
We live. Let me go share it now.
Okay, there you are. It's on my page.
And then some.
Wait for some people to tune in.
I just love it. We love it, Governor. It's so good. It feels so good to be back.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Be like, we got the merch. Cheers. Happy New Year.
Happy
Haven't
New
seen
Year.
you since last year. I feel so good every time I say that. Like, it hasn't happened.
It's a new year.
It is. As they say, new year, new me. There you go. Potentially. Let's see.
A few things happening.
Dun, 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 dun.
I noticed there's a need or a desire to try to make this year already tragic because people that have lived damn near a century have passed away.
Right.
And, you know, they're great people, but they lived damn near a century.
Mm-hmm.
They lived a great life.
Completely.
They're not robbed of life
That's a
by
fact.
passing at ages over 90.
Okay. Betty
But
White.
there seems to, especially on social media, there's a need to make tragedy the norm. You know what I mean?
I do. That's why we be trying to be up here. We vibrate high.
Yeah.
Vibrate high and leave
Avoid
all the rest of that.
negativity.
Peace is everything for me. That's disrupted. We can't stay. Cannot.
Wait for some more people to get on.
Y'all. The 11 Less podcast is back and in full effect. Ending zone. Right back to you. Right now. Can you edit your post or you can't edit? Do they allow you to edit?
What do you mean?
If you type something.
Mm-hmm. Better than anything. These days,
Okay.
you can do whatever you want on the metaverse.
I like the loving background with the newness.
We already got a question.
Rolling in from none other than Miss Cobb.
Probably.
Okay.
I can't see the name on my screen
Yeah. Looks like it is Tammy.
until I scroll up.
Yep. We is here live. Dear Loving Less. Making it work. I don't got my glasses on, so I can't see whether or not if I have it in a shot. So let me put it in a shot in case it's not in a shot. There we go. The sponsoring. The sponsoring
Did you
is.
see what I sent you on Instagram?
Yes,
right
I
before?
did. And notice how TikTok is beasting with it right now. Okay? Beasting. Nobody wasn't talking about no roles, doing no roles, having no roles. But here we are. The avid advertiser of the rose. Since we've been talking about it for quite some time.
Yes.
It's my nightcap.
Yeah.
I love it. My nightcap, my day cap, my hair cap.
Explains the reddish.
Cap! There we go.
We up to about 6 folks. That's a good number.
Okay. That's a good way to go. Get to Ninja.
So let me set it off.
Set it off.
Welcome to a live episode of Dear Love and Lust. This is episode 27 entitled Resolutions.
Bam.
I'm here with my favorite host and only host, the one with the most, Bklyn Shay, a.k.a. Shavina Richardson. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Glad
I
to
missed
see you.
you.
Yes.
We haven't
have
seen
missed
each other. We haven't seen each other in a while.
It's been a long time.
It has been. It was last year, damn it. Last year.
Last year.
Last
We ain't
year.
seen each other since last year. That was crazy.
That's a fact.
People retire that joke, but it's okay.
It's okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So we got 2 rolling in some questions already.
Yeah, folks, ready to go.
They ready to go. We ready to go with you. We ready to rock.
Dear
rock,
Love
rock.
and Lust shares perspective from both a man and a woman
Yes, it is.
in response to submitted anonymous questions.
Completely.
Now, today won't be as anonymous because we live, so obviously we can see who are asking the question.
That's a fact.
You know, it's all good.
We going.
But it's about love, sex, relationships.
Yes.
And we will also discuss a few topics as well, but they'll, of course, be aligned with love, sex, and relationships.
Facts. Facts.
We are not experts.
No, we're not.
We're just 2 people that have been through some
shit. Yes, we are.
This is for entertainment purposes only. Although the information shared in the comments and the ideas and our responses
Yes.
may make a lot of sense for some people in their particular situations.
Mm-hmm.
We also advise that you go see somebody of an expert certification.
Please. Yes.
Sex therapist, love and relationship therapist.
One or the other. Whatever you need to do.
Clergy.
See somebody.
See somebody.
See somebody.
We will be as helpful as we can, but
Yes.
please, once again, we are not experts.
We are not.
Just
2 people that done been through some shit. I love it. All right, let's dive on in. Episode 27.
yes.
Resolution.
See, these folks are ready to ask questions, and we got some questions
All right.
already lined up.
Let's get
So
get it.
What do you want to do first? You want to do the questions we got?
Let's do the questions. Let's
That we
conduct-
got, or the
no,
ones
the
on
ones
there?
on here. Okay.
All
'Cause
right.
those are always very interesting. Should we go with the first person? Then we go into the second one.
Yes, let's go
All right.
with the first person.
First person out the gate. Okay, let's see. That question rolls in and it says, what do you do when someone shoots their shot, but when you ask a question about their last relationship, they tell you about it and the person they was with was in your family, but not related to you? Do you still give them
That's
a
a
chance?
lot to unpack right there.
Okay, definitely. Okay, let's get with it. They was in the family, but not related to you. which means that they could just be like a friend of the family type of thing. They in the family, but not
Maybe
related.
they was married to your auntie and they got divorced.
Something. But this person...
Or uncle, I should say.
Yeah. But some way, shape, or form, this person is trying to shoot their shot at this particular individual.
Tammy, that's a weird-ass question.
See, I've been trying. I keep it. You can see it, but I'm just like, trying to be anonymous at the same time. Even though, that's it is what it is. But what do you do? What do you do?
All right, let me rewind.
You gonna unpackage it a little bit more?
So let's start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning. All right. So what do you do? Someone
Somebody
decides to shoot their shot.
That shoot their shot at you that you might be interested in was dealing with somebody that you are very familiar with.
Right.
Do you still give them a chance? The question is, why did that relationship end? And would that be foreshadowing for what you would have to deal with that person?
That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. Okay.
That was a lot.
The volume and everything is up on your end. I just want to say that was a lot.
Yeah, it's up.
See, this is where I'm at with it. First off, this is just me. Don't shoot the person that's saying it, right? My thing is, if somebody decided to shoot their shot with you, asking so early on about your past relationships seems a little bit, I'm gonna say premature in the conversation, because that normally builds up to that, because them shooting a shot is shooting a shot, and yeah, you might want to know about their past things, but you kind of just like, there seems to be an unconventional, unsaid timeline of when you ask those questions. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. Now, get into what the person has here. The question being, all right, because I just gave my little point of view, but the question is, now you learn about this person. Depends on how long out that situation is, because the person clearly is not blood, since it said they're not related. All right. Getting what you said, why did it end? Okay, because those are always important questions. And did the person know prior that this person has some connection to you? Because if they did, then they're a fucking creep. Period.
They don't have to be a creep.
They're a creep.
They don't have to be a creep.
They're a creep. Creep!
It's different.
Oh, let me...
It's different
this is
if it's
I'm trying to be better about my mouth. Okay.
No, you don't have to be better about your mouth. You just be you. But at the same time, there's a difference if the person that they know was really good friends with you,
right,
girlfriend level,
right,
cousin,
come on,
sister,
come on,
auntie,
yeah,
mama,
right, right. In this day and age, you never know.
Those levels can be a little, that's a little creepish.
Yeah.
Somebody that you both have, especially in an area like the 518,
Smallbany.
Everybody knows everybody in some shape or form.
I know that's right.
And also age range. If you're over 30, 35, chances are y'all all have ran around in the same circles, in circles,
right,
for 3 decades.
Mm-hmm. I know it's kind of weird when I found out that somebody that I really, I rocks with them hard body on that level. We don't go like have dinner together like that, but I know this person. And when I found out that she had relations and was in a relationship or situation, whatever, with somebody that I had dealt with like seriously, I must say I was like, if I knew that prior, would I have? I probably would not have. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have dived into those waters, because how much respect I have for the woman, you know what I'm saying? And granted, it was far out or whatever, and the person did disclose it once we saw her out and we was at dinner and stuff, but I was like...
So you were after her?
Yes.
Okay.
I was after. And it was very interesting. I was said
but you
I
didn't know her before that?
I did not. I didn't know. No. I don't know. See, the question that I asked, I said, how far out? When they were together, her and I definitely did not know each other.
Right.
Yeah, did not. But given the fact of the lifestyle that we live, we know a lot of people now. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it depends. Go ahead.
Yeah. I understand that mindset when it comes to be like, oh, such as like even some dudes, it may not seem like it in this day and age, but some dudes do have a little rule that I'm sort of one of them. If I know you dealt with somebody that I don't have familiarity with, the attraction dies.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? Unless it's already after some building has occurred and something has been established, and then I find out, and then I'm like, oh,
right.
Do I want to care or not at this point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if you vested, you vested. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like it is what it is. But people should be upfront about certain things in their lives and stuff like that. So if you have reservations about it and you don't feel comfortable with it, then it's better in the beginning stage, since you already dived into finding out the person's past.
Follow your gut.
Follow your gut. Follow your gut and just say, okay, this ain't for me. That's it. Don't drag it along. Don't pursue it. Just cut it off where it's at. All
right, second question, because Tammy done exposed that we not experts.
Right.
That was a weird, difficult question.
That was. Okay, so the next person coming in was saying,
Sharon,
what is another way to call someone selfish? Narcissist.
That's not selfish. That's an actual thing. There is no other way to call a person selfish. There is a way to call somebody selfish. You're a narcissist. Narcissism is not selfish. That's different.
Excuse me? It's a characteristic, okay? So if you're looking for characteristics of selfishness, narcissism will be at the top of the fucking line. Dare you say not?
Narcissism has selfishness is a characteristic that is usually found in narcissistic.
Come on now. Come on.
But a selfish person doesn't always have to be narcissistic.
That's a fact. He said,
and a narcissist person doesn't always have to be selfish.
That is not a fact. Look it up. I would Google it.
I know a lot of generous narcissists.
Google
their generosity is part of their narcissism. They're literally doing stuff for recognition, to be put on a pedestal and seen as this great person. While everybody else around them is peasants and
all little. About them.
Right.
Selfish.
But their behavior is
if you don't stop, yes it is. Yes it is. Stop. I have researched it for 2 years.
Okay,
went to school, social worker. Hello. Worker yes, it is one of the traits.
Ex of a narcissist person.
Right. Yes. Completely. I've dated a few narcissists in my time, and clearly we all have narcissistic tendencies. But to maliciously...
She knew what I was about to say.
Y'all know that, right? Malicious. I'm here for the shit, man. This is a new year, okay? It's all good, though, because I've learned a lot. Because I learned a lot, this is why healthy boundaries I have now. So I know when to walk away, because I'm not doing it no more. All right. Okay. No, there is no way to call someone selfish in a good way.
There is
not.
Selfish.
No, Terrence, there's not no way to call them selfish in a good way. Okay? All right. Who we got now? Tammy again? Or somebody else? What up, Mick? I want to join. Oh, he want to join. Oh, we going to join it that fast? Okay. Not yet? All right. Soon come, Terrence. No, she wrong? Who wrong? Okay. All right. What do you do when you have a crush on someone, but their professional... What? Oh, their profession is a chaplain, and they also have a crush on you and express how they feel. Jehovah with you got a background in
I'm
Jehovah.
not Jehovah
No,
Witness.
your parents are.
No, they're not.
They're not? Not no more?
No,
they never
they're-
had none of that trait?
They're Adventists. They ain't never been
Oh, okay.
no-
Go right.
no
Well, somebody's
Jehovah Witness.
religious, okay, on that level. So go ahead on.
So,
Speak that truth.
here's the thing. Pastors, chaplain, all those different things, all of them are just as human as anybody else.
Shoot your shot.
I was going to say something, but I'm going to filter myself because I don't want to incriminate the other person. But I do know of some pastors that don't do some very pastoral things.
We all do. Like having relations behind the pulpit. That, yes. I witnessed in Brooklyn,
empty.
New York. Let me fill you up.
I've witnessed.
Okay, when
many,
we used to go to church every day with my grandmother, God rest her soul. Shout out to you, Miss Clarabelle. All right, listen here.
What is
And
that, the same thing?
that's the same thing. And I'm telling you right now, they wanted to run around the church. You'd be like, "Oh, where's Sister Agnes?" She in there counting the plate with the pastor and the bishop.
With the door locked.
Right. Having a good old time.
With gospel music playing loud.
Listen. It's the one that something came up short. I don't know.
Tammy, don't choke over
Anyway, somebody.
You can laugh, it's fine.
It get caught up in there. I mean, we all have some church stories, I'm sure. Like that lady, if I don't know if she's still alive today, but God rest her soul if she's not here, okay? But I remember going to church as a kid every day, but we used to go to the Bklyn Tabernacle, and this wonderful woman, I went running down the aisle. I had to probably be about like 6 or 7 years old, all right? A little bit off topic, but we'll get back there. And she had the audacity, Baptist church, they have this thing that you don't walk down the middle aisle. And she snatched me a soul and tossed me into the seat. And I can tell you right now, as a kid, I like looked at her angrily and I called her a fat whatever, and my grandmother really snatched my soul. Yeah. But I remember just feeling so disrespected. I'm like, now wasn't you just over there holding Pastor or Bishop Clarence thing? You understand what I'm saying? So like in my mind, and I ain't know what it was, but I knew it was a thing. He had a thing and you had his thing. And I know that wasn't okay. All right, so I digress. So anyway, getting to the point.
So basically, if you can be discreet and not obvious, you can have whatever that you want.
Whatever you like, okay? And I just say this. First ladies are pretty cool. So if you was to become one, you just have to be cool. That's all.
Can't be cussing though.
Nope.
Gotta change up
Gotta
the
change it
whole
up.
routine. Dresses gotta be longer than your kneecap. Yo, Juanita
What we looking
Biden,
up?
before the year ended, went on a rant on social media talking about how women come to church dressed. And it was so hilarious to me. Like, I was just like, you're going in on somebody's attire because it's too sexual and they're not supposed to be coming to church finding no husband or looking like they just come from club. Like, they just going in.
Wow.
And I'm just like, ma'am.
Oh my God. Ooh.
The denomination of Christianity that you're in,
Something.
when it was started with folks that looked like you and me, all we had on was sheets.
Listen, I'm just
That
saying.
was tattered, see-through, a little rag.
That's a fact.
Um,
That's a fact. Okay. All right.
you know what I mean? There's some very fully clothed people that do some very not so clothed things.
That's a whole fact. But we are two experts on another
I'm just
level.
saying.
On another level, okay, when it comes to this topic.
These are opinions.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, so we're going to have
that
one
just
more
happen
question.
to be accurate, you know.
One more question.
We got one more question.
One more
Let
question.
me get to the comments again because
And then
the
we
Wi-Fi
can...
is acting up on this joint.
All right.
Yeah, oh, there we go.
Here we go. You want to do this one? The what do you do when one of your best
Shout out to Mickey on the check-ins.
Yes. What up, what up, what up?
Who else?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. What we got?
We got another one. Are we? No.
We at with the what do you do when one of your best? That one.
All right. What do you do when one of your best friends and their partners ask you to join in the bedroom, but you don't like the partner, but you like the friend? Oh. You don't do it.
That'll be a no. A strong no. Okay.
I wouldn't do it even if I did like both.
That's
because they're
messy.
friends.
Messy.
Like.
Messy.
That's how you end friendships.
Thank you. That's gonna be messy right there. Okay. We're gonna say no. Messy.
That's how you end friendships.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's the problem with threesomes are meant for strangers. Yes.
I haven't done it. I've never done it.
No,
I've never done it.
strangers.
I said the blow up doll is gonna work. But this where we at with it. You all right?
Son of my throat. This.
All right. Cause we know COVID is ramping back up and shit now.
No.
Okay now.
Me.
Okay now. Now, it's 2 weeks from now. We talking. Let me get my distance.
Don't play with me.
We making light of the situation that we know COVID is very real. Okay, just so y'all don't come for the juggler for us. Okay.
Man, we are a walking disclaimer. Don't even worry about it.
Yes, everything. Please don't worry about us. Wait a minute. It be on point all the time. What were we talking about?
So, what
I was having too much a good time.
What I was talking about is, you can't, when you get in those situations, it always ends up being a problem.
All right.
And you need to be with strangers.
I got it. That's
if
where
you're
we're
going to do the threesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Particularly somebody that you just met. Because it becomes what it's supposed to become, an adventure and experience of, oh, I did that once. There's no attachments. There's no emotional. There's no worrying about what the other person thought. You did it. You got it out your system. You enjoyed it. Boom. Bucket list.
When
you do it with people that you are familiar with, that you will see after the fact, you always create attachments and connections and questions.
That's a fact. Can you pass me a pen behind you? That's a whole fact. A pen over there. Maine said we getting older, so I gotta write it down or it's gonna go whoop out the window. I can't. Thank you.
So, when you have those connections with those people, what ends up happening is emotions get attached, ideologies get created, questions come about, and something that was supposed to be a simple act of pleasure and fun becomes a chore. You know, one person wants to do it again. The others don't. Or maybe they do, but, you know, maybe it wasn't a great experience. Maybe it was. Maybe it was too great for two people and one person. I'm going
to say no. It's messy.
Exactly.
Messy. It can be messy and you should not, okay? If you do it, just like Maine said, yeah, try somebody that's not here. But, you know, depends on what you like. Because if it's 2 women, 1 man, okay.
I mean, when you watch the movies, didn't Playboy used to have a fake reality show about the threesomes?
Yeah.
Yo, the Playboy shows.
They was real about it. They was real about it on so many levels. All right, we getting into this. Let's get into it. You ready? Question 1.
All right. The real questions that we got in. All right.
Let's go for it.
So, question 1. How old is too old to date someone younger? Is there a universal age of maturity where once you reach that age where anybody is fair game to engage in a relationship or relations with? To be more specific, should a 49-year-old woman deal with a 25-year-old man who's coolly in a cage?
Absolutely. Stella got to groove back. Do it 10 times over. You probably could bend your fucking legs back to your head. Do it. Okay? Life is too short not to give him some. Okay?
Flip side, what if it's a man?
If it's a male dating a 25-year-old young lady, go for it. It is what it is. She's going to keep you alive. And if you die doing that, good job. Okay? She did a job. Everybody got a purpose.
If you die. Why would a 49-year-old die?
You just never know. The heart might not be that good.
Oh
okay?
My gosh,
everybody got a purpose. You do your role. Okay? You understood the assignment? Yes. I did it. Okay? It's great.
So basically, I think her question is more just based on them traditional values.
That's it.
That folks have.
It is what it is.
I think for men, it gets tricky.
Go for it.
With that age difference, because especially if usually men that age probably had a daughter or a kid that's 25 or somebody like that.
They might, but what if they don't? What if they don't and they just out here living their best life? They look good for their age. The young person is feeding into that and they believe like, oh, okay, wow. Whatever don't crack, this don't crack, whatever. It all works. Everything is still in alignment. Let's do it. It is what it is.
I think this question also comes, who's the celeb that is now dating some young chick that's about 21?
I have not a clue.
Tyrese.
Oh, yo, yes. One of my friends was telling me about that. Like, oh, is Tyrese dating? Asked the question, actually. Is Tyrese dating somebody young? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I got to get back into my paying attention mode. Johnny Depp.
Well, Johnny's always.
It's a bunch of people that's out here just living their best life. Live.
So let's go to the middle question.
Right.
So what's the universal age of maturity then?
21.
21?
When your frontal lobe is developed, you're supposed to be able to. Okay?
So a 21-year-old that's living at home
right.
with their parents.
So what?
Should be able to deal with a grown person.
Right, because maybe that grown person eventually want to teach them how to save, buy land, get their shit together, be mature, invest, do all this type of stuff that their parents probably are not. They having a lot of teachable moments.
So what if they get serious? Can that 49-year-old go meet the parents?
Absolutely. They should be able to. Want to know why? Because I truly believe that age is really just a number. It's somebody's maturity. It's somebody's willingness to say, for whatever reason, maybe in a past life, because I'm spiritual, we were together then and we met. You just happen to be the old person and I'm the young one. Okay? So it's like, stop judging people for whatever it is that they doing. As long as it's not no pedophile situation going on, I say go for it. You're mature enough to do whatever it is that you wish to do in the world. And I'm not going to judge nothing. I'm going to be like, okay, if my child ever showed up with somebody that age, and because I do have a 20-year-old, well, she'll be 20. Okay, how's your credit? Is that working for you? All right, are you ready for this? Because I'll tell you what come with her, okay? So, there's a lot. And the one that's at the house, I'll say the same thing. So she comes with a pit bull.
You have
ready
a
for that?
Open-minded, liberal approach.
I am definitely very open and liberal, okay? Completely. Whatever floats your boat. If you like it, I love it, okay? That type of approach. I'm not here for the shits because people our age fuck us over. So, let alone, you just don't know, all right? And we already talked about being up here. We're talking about just up here in the Capital District. The slim pickings on really what's alive out here. Okay? There is slim picking. And I am personally just tired of the bullshit. Okay, I really am. All right, Anyway, I digress. What we getting into?
You can ask a question too. I think we know that.
I'm gonna go to the other thing. It's not time for a red cup conversation. Not just yet.
Not yet. You don't want to ask?
Nope. I'm gonna go to. Are we done with that one?
Yeah, we go with number 2.
Yep. What's you didn't say the name? Did you say the name of the person?
Miss Cougar in a Cage.
That's what the name of the person was.
Caged in.
Caged in.
She wants to date a 25-year-old, but her traditional
How I
values
get the second question? Yeah, damn it.
Are holding her hostage.
They holding hostage. We hope we answered your question. Thank you for participating in Dear Love and Lust. All right. Number 2. When a financially stable man who takes care of his wife/woman to the point she does not have to work, does that man earn the right to cheat?
Woo!
Miss Possible Side Chick. Question. How did I start this question? How? All right. When he's financially stable, he takes care of his wife.
Wait, hold on. I didn't even see some of the comments from the...
Oh, I'm sorry.
So...
Oh, the church? This one?
Miggy was like, my dad would have told me you already have a father. If she brought home a man.
That is a whole fact. She said, I just want to say I was judged in church for wearing pants. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That is too funny. Aww.
If you're tuned in, share the live, send it in Messenger, tag some of your friends, get a join in. We probably be out here for another 45 minutes to an hour. Share. If you got more questions, feel free to chime in. We do got about 2 other questions besides this financial statement.
We're going to get back into it. And ain't nothing wrong. Terry said ain't nothing wrong with the AARP card. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nada. Nathan. Okay, we loving it.
So when a financially stable man who takes care of his wife or woman to the point she does not have to work, does that man earn the right to cheat? See,
Shay's not going to answer this.
Why is Shay not going to answer?
I'm going to answer the question when we get there. I'm not going to answer this question first. I'm going to let you answer it.
All right, I'll chime in. All right. So the ideology, I think, behind this question is if the woman is being well taken care of and she gets everything that she wants, she doesn't have to work. She doesn't even have to make any money alone. She probably has an allowance. Dude's probably well off, or at least well enough off where, the woman is happy.
Right.
If that man decides he wants a side chick or wants to cheat, he should be able to. That's the ideology. The reality of the situation is, well, first of all, cheating, to me, is when you break the rules of your relationship. So whatever rules you have with the person that you with, if you're operating within those rules and there's a mutual agreement on that, you are not necessarily cheating. However, if the rules say, regardless of how much you are taking care of that woman, that she is not okay with you dealing with no other woman but her, then you did not earn the right to do anything just because you're taken care of. And if you married and you don't have a prenup, you might be in trouble.
There's so
by
many
doing
layers.
those actions.
There's so many layers to this. There's so many layers to this. Yes, it is.
There is a lot of layers.
There's a lot of layers to this.
So here's one avenue where the discussion gets a little tricky.
Right. How do you hear Mick? Listen. How do you earn the right to cheat? Just have an open relationship. Point blank, period. Okay?
Facts.
That's it.
So,
it's like...
But here's where I think the question is coming into play. The man has a high sex drive, and the woman that's being taken care of, that's at home and doing whatever she likes, does not have the same high sex drive.
Did you see? Is there a person over here?
And they do not engage.
You must be talking to this person right here.
And they do not engage in sexual activities. And I'm not talking, she didn't want to do it for a week or two. Like, I'm talking a long, like maybe they haven't been intimate in a year. Yes, that happens.
So somebody hasn't been intimate with somebody in a year. It still warrants them to cheat. That's what you said. They should do it.
It's not about warrant. It's an actionable reason.
It's an.
You see that little fake big term I told you?
Whatever. If we're taking this question in context, and this is a marriage. Okay.
If it's a marriage,
because it does
and
say
the woman
wife.
is refusing to engage in sexual activity.
First off, let's just go there and let's just say this real easy and smooth. For better or worse, right? To death do us part. Is sickness and health. All these wonderful things. All right. A woman.
Who said that with their vows,
a woman and a male has an obligation to fulfill in a marriage, any relationship, and stuff like that. The obligation is not to bless you with ass all the time. That's not the obligation. The obligation is not. If you get married just to bang somebody, the same person for the remainder of your life, every single time that's just what you want to do. I'm sorry. When I was married and my husband, after being with them 3 little kids all freaking day, the last thing on my mind was be feeling sexy, 1. 2, ready to get this shit going on with you. Okay, I know you done had a long day, but being the obedient and submissive wife I was back then, because I wasn't Bklyn Shay back then, okay? Always have been, but I wasn't her in that capacity. I would just lay there. And I definitely felt like silly Color Purple. Like, he just get on top of me and do his business. Because it was like a fucking chore. And nobody should be made to feel that way. So if there is something missing or there is something that they need to do, then it's that obligation of that man to speak to his spouse and say, this is not working for me. And before I cheat on you, we need to fix this and make something happen. What do you need from me? The thing is that the question never gets asked. They just go and act, okay? Versus doing what is appropriate. So that is what I have a problem with. Now, unpackaging this question.
Is she talking?
She is speaking. She is speaking now, okay?
I have not cheated.
Listen, and all I'm saying is that being a person who's been cheated on by her ex-husband, by a couple of people up here, and they double back and they try to come back and be over on this team or whatever after they realize something wasn't right over there. There's no backsies over here, okay? If you step the hell out and do your thing and be very proud of it. Good job, okay? Stay right on over there. Because a person who financially, just because you're giving up the dividends, there is nothing like having peace of mind, knowing that somebody's not going to come back and give you some damn STD and all this other type of shit. There's a thing for peace of mind and knowing that the person that, you know, you have vowed to be 100 with, that they would not want to share you and that they would value you enough to not be out there in the street doing extracurricular activities, and that they don't think because they bling their card or they this or they that you could be bored. A woman of substance, a person of substance, because it's not just a woman thing, would not tolerate no bitch assness like this. Point blank, period.
Somebody is
I'm very passionate about this
yes,
topic.
That's the word. Passionate about.
There we go.
Um,
Right, and a bunch of comments.
I would say at the end of the day,
Right.
as I started to say in the beginning,
Good.
whatever rules of engagement that you have with your significant other
It's your business.
is your business.
That's a fact.
However, this side chick that is asking the question probably wants to entertain somebody
I bet
that
you.
has a situation
I bet you.
and would like to solve that situation for him. And may not be for her money, and it just may be for her own personal sexual desires because, as you said, there's a shortage.
There is. There is. And I'm sorry, I'm territorial. I'm not sharing, okay? Because the moment that I find out that something went left, Bklyn will be coming out for you. So, and you would know that prior to her coming out, okay? Because you've been warned. Don't do that. It never works out good for somebody on that level.
Shay always thinks these actual questions are about her and her situation.
I do sometimes. Because I'll be
She
like,
be
I'll be
taking
feeling,
it
I'll be like, I'll be
personal.
feeling. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll
Feeling
be
it
like,
in your gut.
listen, it be hitting me in my jugular. Completely.
We both have been cheated on and committed.
Yes, we have. We both have, and this is
I
why
do-
we have such a good bond.
I no longer have the care I had prior when it comes to somebody choosing to do dirt.
Right.
All it does for me is help me make a different decision on me.
Come on.
If you decide to do that, that's on
Good
you.
job. That's good job. That's my favorite word. Good job. I'm glad that worked out for you. Okay. And that's all. That's it. Point blank. Period. Vibing high. Can't be part of that life. All right. You ready for the next one?
Yeah. This is hilarious.
Okay. Come on now.
Why do women in committed relationships start acting single when their man upsets them, especially on social media? This sounds, Mr. Delete that post. This sounds like a dude that's with a girl who forgot to take out the garbage or something and got cussed out in the morning when he was trying to get some.
Mr. Delete that post. What is going on here? Why do women in committed relationships act single when their man upsets them? Are you for real?
Put it this way, right? So,
Tell me more.
I'll give you a situation. So there's a woman that has a committed relationship at home,
Okay.
but she also has a work husband.
Like you.
Play work husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the day that man at home upsets her, she goes and vents the work husband. He thinks it's an opening for him, so he treats her to lunch and dinner and so forth. He's getting excited like the opportunity done opened up for him. And all she doing is venting, because when she done venting, she going right back home
Pretty
to
much.
her man.
Yes.
And
The asshole.
it's either going to be over it or hold a grudge just to get, whatever apology she need. But, that's just one situation I've seen on social media. Yeah, it was hilarious.
I don't know why they start acting single. I feel the same way about a man. Like, if you gonna be out there, doing the most, because that's what I'm gonna say. If you just out there doing the most or whatever like that. It was like when I was entertaining a married man, right?
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
This is Red Cup conversation. Okay. You want some more?
A little bit. Just a cranberry.
All right. Just a cranberry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I got poured over here.
So,
wait. I'm trying to pour you something now. Don't try to take my shine. Because I got something that I need to
we
say.
got a timetable or something? He's like,
You know what, Maine? We talked about getting old. You're going to make me forget my thought, okay? Because
you got a pen right now.
I already wrote it
I
down.
thought maybe too damn long for paper.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. Shout out to One Hope Wine. Thank you. Sponsorship. So listen here. Let's get into this foolery right here. So, my thing and why... First off, this was years and years and years ago. Let me say that, disclaimer. And I already received my karma back for that shit. So, that is not a part of my life. 10-fold over, okay? But, nobody's perfect. And I definitely had a life like that, right? after being hurt. So, hurt people. That is true. So, now, what made me stop was the simple fact is that I learned that the person was having relations with somebody else too. So I'm like, oh, so you just a greedy motherfucker. So you just, now I'm thinking that you just handling what you handling with me. But to learn that, oh, you just an opportunist and that anything that presents itself and you're a very unhappy man because a person who chooses to step out on their spouse normally is choosing to step out on their spouse because they are not happy with that person, but they rather be with the other person. That's what normal happens sometimes. But the fact that you just out here, you want to taste? You want to taste? You want to taste? Anybody who gives me attention,
Captain
we can
Slingerling.
have it, okay? That was the most, it was like the light bulb went off, and I said, you are so much better than this. You're so much better than this. And how dare you allow somebody to first off...
Digmatize you?
No, it wasn't no digmatizing, any type of thing like that. It was just the history and the connection between the person and I. But I had to choose me, take my power back, and understand, like, once I learned that. Now, if I learned it and I kept going, that shame on me. But when I learned the truth, I stepped back and I said, not ever, not never. And
so let's back up. Let's unpack this situation a little bit.
Unpack
Let's be a little therapeutic.
Here we go.
So
go for the therapy.
You had dealt with this so-called married person.
Correct.
Because they expressed to you that they were unhappy in their situation.
They didn't have to express it. They was with me first.
Ah. See, now that's weird and different at the same time.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. Just.
So they were with you first,
right?
Got married and continued dealing with you,
right? Right. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Because it is...
I've heard this story.
Right. So
right,
just leave it alone. Moving on. But that person was fucking other people. And when I learned about that, that's when I was like, oh, you just greedy. You just greedy. So you really should be in whatever religious you need to be in so that you can continue to do this shit. Because clearly, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. Right. Red cup conversation over here. I'm sorry. Here you go. That's a whole fact. Hell no. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's weird.
That very. Anyway.
I don't have that type of energy.
You gotta have a lot of energy to do that. As we get older, after having sex,
numb.
You need a nap.
You just numb.
Like
that's what it is.
It's either a nap, a snoring moment, or something. Like I don't know how you able to just do this much. You must be taking some real good Viagra. Anyway, so.
All right, so
get on to the next one.
What I was gonna say, right?
Come on now.
I was gonna give you a better example of that whole committed relationships start acting single.
I am still so hungry. I'm so hungry.
It's okay. Well, you'll get fed.
Thank you, Maine. What we gonna eat at?
I don't know.
Okay.
Girl, he.
What is that?
Hilarious.
She said, "Girl, was he?" Oh, there we go. I ain't going to work today. No, not right now. Okay.
So
she said, "Girl,
he was hilarious.
He was the dick giver. Yes, he was the giver, the everything. It must appear to be. I don't know.
Have you ever seen your friend or somebody you are social media friends with post one day how they're very excited and all happy with their relationship, and then the next day it's like they single?
What happened? Yeah.
Or they're posting all these things about, these memes about how you should be more prideful about who you are dealing with and stuff like just just going in on relationships in general and how
Right.
men are whatever. That's what she's talking about. That's what the Mr. Delete That Post probably is referring to.
That's what he's talking about. That's what
I
he's talking
believe
about.
so.
It could be potentially, but here's the thing.
So why do women do that? That's my question.
Because that particular, or those particular people, because we're not going to generalize, but we're going to say there's a sector of people that do that.
Who happen to be women.
And there's a sector of people who happen to be men that do some shit too. Okay? Now.
Males, not men.
Little boys. Cheat on the fence. But the thing is that social media has come so popular that you get more likes for the negative shit than you do for the positive. So if somebody's trying to get some clout out there, then they will technically post that dumb shit just because they want people to pay attention to me. Going back to the whole narcissist. Me. Look what's going on in my life. And realistically, they don't really care about you. They care about the thing. They want to see how many people going to tag onto that post. And that's normally what is driving the force behind it. Because they're getting attention. Part of the attention that they're not getting at home. Because if you was getting some good dick, you wouldn't be on social media posting shit. Okay?
What I heard...
Have you noticed I've been quiet?
What I heard from a man or a male in response to some post like that is basically, yeah, she just wants attention.
Who is this? The man lacks sexual maturity. A to the men! Okay? Go ahead, Parker. Say that again. That's what's up. I agree. I totally agree.
I guess so.
Yeah, facts on. Okay, next one. We done with that one?
Yeah, go ahead. Your turn.
Okay. Number 4.
Perfect question for you.
Mr. Curious. Let's see. Are there any sexual acts that men love that women hate but do anyway?
Are there? Would you know of any? Being a woman. Let's see.
That... that men love and women hate. I'm not the person that has a problem with this, okay? Because I like giving head. I don't have a problem with it. Most women hate it, okay? Because of the constriction of your jaw and all this other type of shit that they have a problem with. They don't like to swallow. They don't like to do any of that. I don't have a problem with performing. I've never asked a woman
to go down on me. They have voluntarily.
I don't have a problem with performing those type of acts, okay? I like to please the man that I'm dealing with, okay? And if behind closed doors, whatever, I could do a little extra, whatever. It ain't necessarily something about the head game, whatever, okay? I'm a very sexual person, and I enjoy sex a lot, okay? So, it's normal, okay? So, for the people like, oh, she's a professional, oh, she shouldn't be talking like that. This is Dear Love and Lust, okay? So, if you are moved by anything that I say out my mouth, be it a fuck word, a sex word, a curse word, you should not be tuning in then. Because this is not the podcast that you want to be a part of. We are here to talk about Dear Love and Lust. And I have been a lustful person. I have been a person that loved. I have been a person about a lot of stuff. And nobody in the face of this earth, if you out here judging people because of their sexual stuff, I bet you wish that you was in my bed, okay? So let's just leave it at that, all right? So I don't have a problem performing none of this.
I didn't see a comment that warranted that.
Well, that's okay.
Response, but I'm not in your feed. So.
No, the reason that I said that is because of the back stuff that people sometimes say, like, oh, you know, oh, you're such a professional. You should try not to curse so much or whatever like that. Let me teeter on the fence.
Most of the successful people I know,
curse a lot.
Couple,
come on,
curse a
whole lot.
They curse at people. They curse at the business people they deal with.
Completely.
They curse like
a lot.
It's regular, like drinking water.
Correct. So this was a clean question, okay? So Mr. Curious, you did a clean question. We appreciate you doing a clean question. But my thought process is that you're talking about head. It could be something totally different. Could be a whole nother thing. But most women do not like it. Period.
So my women friends, one of the things that they don't like to do, some of them don't like to do, but they will do to make their long-term relationship man happy, anal sex. Because it hurts them.
Big butt women do not like anal sex. Period. It's uncomfortable. And if you don't know what you're doing, but then if you do it too good, we wondering about you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a thin line here, all right? So if you know how to enter, you know how to position me and tell me which way to go and how to turn. Either you getting a lot of back shots or giving a lot of back shots. You are a top or a bottom. Whatever, okay? It is what it is. I'm sorry. Trigger.
What about threesomes?
Maine, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So we're going to say, yes, that could be another thing that men love. Giving women that particular thing or whatever. How about the flip side? Is the fact that women, what we do to men when we trying to test you to see what your shit is all about down there. Excuse me. We do the finger test. So what? if you don't jump when we go between that knees and that anal,
my ass just exit only.
If you don't jump and try to punch me in my face at the same time, then I know you about that life. Okay? I know you are, because you're too comfortable. You down there, I'm down there, and I'm just exploring the option. Tossing your salad, doing whatever, right? And you just comfortable as fuck. That's the only time that we may do that, all right? Just to test it out and see if your ass is really about that life. So don't think that, she a freak. No, she trying to test you. Trust and believe it, okay? And you too comfortable, she gonna get up real quick. Because if you ain't making no adjustments but just noise in your, and just, okay, all right. So then afterwards, the question happens, have you ever slept with a man? Have you ever been with anybody? Have you sucked a dick? Have you ever did anything? These are the questions that need to be asked for adults, okay? Because
I'm
nobody
very concerned about you right now.
Don't be concerned about me.
What have you been dealing with, Shay?
I have dealt with a bunch of fuckboys, narcissists, and selfish ass people. That's what I have dealt with.
Down low?
Down
brothers?
low. Down low.
You and dealt with a down low man.
They didn't have to. Well, clearly they still ain't say nothing. That's how down low they are. Okay. But my whole thing is this. If another man comes up to the person that I'm dealing with and touch his shoulder and say, hey, daddy, and he doesn't flinch, doesn't say, excuse me, and then says to me, I can't help with somebody's sexual preferences and whatever they choose to do. That's still my person. No, the person didn't come over and call you by your name. They called you by daddy. So clearly, either you over there sucking his dick or he's sucking yours. Which one is it? Okay? I'm just saying. This is Dear Love and Lust. Unscripted. You know.
I was not ready for this conversation today.
Parker, what are you talking about not true? Tell us more. He said, what's the topic? The topic, the question. It was the question. The question was in regards to, are there any sexual acts that men love that women hate but do anyway? Mr. Curious asked that question. So, you know, I like to go on my little tangent here and there, but it was getting back to the question.
Yo, there are some men that are lucky to probably still be alive. There are some men that are lucky that Shay has not mentioned your actual full government name in this podcast.
That's a fact.
Because,
that's a whole fact. It's sad, but true.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Shay?
All I can say is stay away from a certain barbershop in the Capital District.
Wow.
How about that? Did that sound right?
Wow.
That sound about right. There we go.
They all went to the same barber. That's. Well, we already know what Shay's topics are going to be today.
No. I'm going to surprise you. This is different.
She wrote it down.
I wrote it down. So, this is the thing. One question. Here's the topic. Do you now ask people before you kiss them or have sex with them for their COVID status? Asking a question. That's my question as of right now. That's my topic.
So your topic has to do with sex in the COVID age.
Right.
I honestly do not believe outside of dating apps anybody is asking what people's COVID status, vaccination status are. Humanity just ain't built that way. It's too soon for that. Listen, when AIDS and HIV first came out, if there were more people asking the question beforehand to act, it would not have grown to the pandemic size that it did. And a lot of people try to blame it on one particular group of people for why it was the case.
I'm not talking about, like, have you ever had COVID? You do know that I'm talking about, like, the person's current status.
Right.
Like how when you have to go to a party, you have to get on a flight or any of that type of stuff, you need 72 hours prior, right? To see whether or not if you're COVID
They do
free.
have rapid tests. You can find that shit out in 15
You
minutes.
sure can, real quick. But they say that that's not too accurate because they gave out 1 million test kits that were not rapid testing, that were not, they were expired. There was over 1 million of them.
So they're not
distributed.
expired, you good.
Yeah, they don't know that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, in this day and age of COVID, that was my question, dealing with dear love, lust, sex, all these type of things. Before you engage with somebody in this day and age, do you feel the need to ask their status? And getting back to your HIV, go ahead.
The reason I brought that up was because human behavior when it comes to sexuality does not change. And there are people that are still avid non-condom users in their sexual activity. Like if you even look at certain celebrities of the hip-hop genre, and the amount, and athletes, and the amount of kids that they have with women that they just met, either at a club party or a situation, or repeated parties.
Okay.
I am surprised a dude like Drake only has one kid.
That's a fact. Dion, what you said? Hold on, you got questions here. Dion said, you rather ask about a vaccine, but never ask about sexual disease.
That's my point, Dion. That's exactly my point.
I get it.
That's exactly my point.
Well, I'm talking about the question was Shay topic, and I'm here for that. You should be asking about all of it. But this was just in terms of COVID, Dion. Hello? You should be. In terms of
COVID, most people are not.
You should be asking for papers. Because anybody who can I see your papers? Hello? Period.
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But most people aren't.
Right. So I'm just saying, given the fact that we're in the age of COVID, before you start kissing and doing all this other type of stuff with people, are people now asking? That was my question, Dion. Are people now asking?
People don't ask until you start coughing. Like I was choking on my daggone drink, and you sitting there asking me, "Yo, are you gonna be in 2 weeks? Are we gonna be all right, man?" I'm choking on my damn drink.
Right. We want to know it all.
It went down the air pipe.
Everybody should be wanting to know it all, not just in terms of COVID. So let's just say this again. Maine and I are just two people that done been through some shit. Yes. We are not experts, okay?
So here's the problem, right?
But we are asking these questions.
Most people that are meeting people currently
want to know everything.
Are meeting people in settings where alcohol is involved. If they're not even drinking responsibly, what makes you think they're going to act responsibly about their COVID status?
I agree.
Even online dating. What's the first
somebody did say that they would lie. Who was it? Parker said, like they're going to tell you the truth. Yeah, most people are not going to tell you the truth. Right. until look, you make it a felony offense, they asses to say something. That's a whole fact. Woo-hoo. Out here. Okay. Or yes, that's a whole fact. And speaking, ooh.
Did I
said $20 get you a fake card? You know what? Parker, holla at me after we get off of here.
I got vaccinated at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So I had the card and I had the digital thing. I'm actually
Right.
going to end up getting the Excelsior pass as well.
Okay, so
And
you
the main
and
reason
Timmy the same thing.
The main reason I got the shot was literally because of money reasons, not health reasons.
Right.
I had not been vaccinated the whole pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I had been around in the vicinity of people who have tested positive.
Right.
I had to go get tested.
Right.
And retested.
Right.
And never have gotten COVID or anything.
That's good.
I know vaccinated people that I'm related to that are vaccinated that got COVID, and I had to deal with it.
Right.
And I was around them.
Yep. You're blessed.
No symptoms.
What's your blood type?
No positive test. I don't even remember. I think it's AB or something.
Anybody who watched this later on, this the man blood that you want in your life, they're gonna come get some vials from you. Okay.
Why you setting me up to get for body
They
trafficking?
gonna get some vials from you. All right. So the other. Go ahead. No. Go ahead. You still talking about this topic?
But yeah, it's.
Make it.
There's still a lot to learn about what this thing actually is, or isn't.
Listen, Dion, exactly. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's get to it. You are, yes, okay. They do oral raw and then put on a condom. Help me make it make sense. Exactly.
Yo, I got a story.
Listen,
I have a story.
come on, is this a red cup conversation?
Yeah, it's a red cup.
Okay, here, drink up.
Not that cup, right?
Whatever.
Good Lord.
Anyway.
So listen.
Come on. Red cup conversation.
So, in college, one of my college years, I was at Stony Brook University. One of my peoples, right? We had the conversation with him because it was hilarious to us that some of us would use condoms in that situation, but he was against it. His justification was the saliva is going to kill all of that. The saliva is a natural defense of germs. We just laughed and looked at him
and
like...
you had to.
And we gave him, until the end of that fall semester, he's going to have to go to the clinic and get a shot.
Right.
For something. Because
this is the whole thing. The people that like to munch out here, good job. Okay? Good job.
Spit saves lives. That was his justification. He said saliva is the first line of defense. We were cracking up. And he said, I would always give him a shot first of alcohol. That would kill any germs whatsoever. We thought he was joking. He was dead serious.
So this leads me into another Shay's topic. Since we're on this, okay, and talking about oral sex and stuff like that. So, do you prefer a woman give you head with the condom or not?
No, I don't.
Or a dental dam, not a condom, because you.
I don't prefer that. I prefer to deal with somebody that I can trust and know and have some idea of who the hell she is. See and what they've done.
This is it right here. He said can't eat everyone. You sure can eat everyone. Sure can't. Okay, pineapples. Gone, Tammy. We got a guess. Are you asking it live here?
You want me to try again?
I don't know. Type it in there.
All right, so I'm feeding off of names.
Type it in there. No. Parker said no. Okay? Because, I mean, can you really feel it with a dental dam? Or whatever?
If she know what she doing.
If she know what she doing. If you got to give me head with a... He said keep the head. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. I mean, it does take away from the experience. So clearly, we're adults and we're saying that you really need to be responsible. Let's just be real. Dear Love and Lust, we're not for the shits, okay? So you do need to be responsible out here, handle your business and do that accordingly or whatever like that. Hopefully you are dealing with people who you trust, okay? And that they are not out here doing the most, but as we know, people say what they say, they live the way they live.
So Tammy has a question. What do you do when a person shares that they had a STD that they've been living with? Oh, a long-term one?
Something that you can't get rid of. So you are not going down on that person.
I mean, common sense.
Right. I mean, if they share that, that's big of them. And good job. So you just make the choice to, if this is a person, because I know people who are married who have HIV and all this other type of stuff, they love their person. And they are doing responsible.
Magic and Cookie.
Yeah, Magic and Cookie. I mean, come on now. But the HIV and AIDS, two different things, right? So, but
they have things like, what is the name of the pill?
They got preventative medicines for stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, if that's the person to answer the question, if that's the person you're choosing to be with, or whatever like that, then yeah, you're gonna take the good with the bad, the indifferent, because clearly you wasn't there for that part. Might as well smash. not going down and not sticking around. That's honest. That is honesty. There you go. That's a whole fact.
What I would tell folks
we
is
can
to
be
make
friends.
sure.
All right, Parker.
What I would tell folks is to educate themselves.
Facts. Yeah.
Because there are different things that do different things.
That is a fact.
And
you just don't know.
You have to be aware of what the situation is.
You do.
Condoms do work.
Yep, they do.
They're damn near 98, 99% effective. If you did a pie chart, I think you would go with the 99%.
Yeah. I would agree.
But, again, just know and be educated.
It is what it is. Okay.
It's not my preference, but I'm not somebody else.
Okay. That's all I got currently right now for you, Maine. You got anything for me?
My topics.
Yes, sir.
So
you had posted some stuff on here now. Hold on, let me get to it.
The vaccination was interesting because, people be definitely going in about folks not being vaccinated, folks being vaccinated.
That's a whole fact.
COVID is our generation's flu. Because when the flu came around, initially, not talking like when we were young, not even talking when our parents were young, I'm talking about literally the first identification of the flu. It killed millions. Similar to what is currently trying to happen with COVID. And what ends up happening is, after a while, either the herd immunity thing, which is a real thing, not some made-up term, occurs. The strength of vaccinations work. The virus itself just doesn't continue to have the same power or effectiveness that it had initially when it comes down. It mutates, or it mutates to grow, or it mutates to die.
Okay.
Like I said, we're not experts, but
we're not. But let's see.
We do read.
We sure do, and Shay is going through the process right now. So let me just get some stuff over here. So you put up here. Let's see what y'all think.
Which one was this?
Let's see. This was a tweet. This is going back into the process. All right. Only men can love a woman with no money. no house, or no car.
Oh yeah, yes.
Only a man can love a woman and expect nothing in return. Women can't do that. A woman's love comes with conditions. You must have this and have that. A man just wants peace. Only thing women love unconditionally is their kids.
That was a tweet that I shared and reposted on Dear Love and Lust. So when you're done with this, you can actually scroll down.
Scroll down and
see it.
See this process here.
But the comment, the main idea of that was that men, whether they're successful or poor or not, can deal with any type of woman if they desire that woman, period. Where women don't have the same degree of desire for a man if they lack financial ability. That is the preface of that post.
All right. We're going to just leave it.
I would say it would seem that way, but that's not the actual case because there's a lot of women always constantly posting about they broke ass men. So, I will say there are some women that deal with not so financially stable men on a regular basis. But
he said, wait, Dion, what you say? He said men are taught to provide, so accepting a broke woman is
no, Dion, that's 100. That's exactly its traditional value. Women are taught to be the princess that get rescued. Men are taught to be the prince that rescues them.
You watch Harlem? Watch the show Harlem on primetime. If you got Amazon
I liked
Prime,
it until the last episode, and I was tight.
Listen.
I was so tight.
You was tight?
Because it wasn't supposed. It should not have ended. That's not realistic.
You don't think it's realistic?
No.
Well, they coming back. I'm sure they coming back for another season, and we're gonna see what that is all about. Watch Harlem. Please watch Harlem. All episodes. You gotta see it. Amazon Prime. Go and watch that. You gotta go watch that.
So let's talk about that. Can we talk about that?
We're gonna talk about that. That's gonna be a topic, but let's get to.
Oh wait, hold on. Anybody that's watching right now, if you have not seen Harlem,
you gotta watch Harlem. Go ahead, man. Tell them.
So let us know if you haven't seen it. Maybe you should not continue this. But however, Megan Good, the beautiful 40-year-old,
Megan,
newly divorced, fine and gorgeous,
don't
actually has done one of her better acting jobs, in my opinion.
Yes.
On this show.
I would agree.
And it is actually, initially I was a little annoyed because I'm like, oh gosh, this is just a black Sex in the City. Mm-hmm. But there are other dynamics that makes it its own show in its own right.
Right. It touches on everything, every aspect.
There's a lot of... It is a show for us. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And it ties into this topic in terms of what we're talking about, okay? About having and not having and all this other shit.
Everybody can watch it because it deals with situations that everybody
goes through.
Tends to deal with.
Yeah, it's a fact. I loved every bit of it.
Now, my thing is the reason why I hated the last episode because I did not think she deserved to have that opportunity occur in that manner.
I bet you did. And the thing is that the writers
because it goes back to that post that you
all I'm saying is that y'all gotta watch it. We're not gonna even tell you. Like, you can look at the last episode on YouTube, but let me just tell you something.
She deserved in that moment to be told no because she did the same damn thing.
Dude, don't ruin it for them.
I'm not.
Don't ruin it for them. Don't ruin it for them because you saying she deserved to say no. Listen. All I'm telling you is love wins. That's it. And it appeared that love wins. And that is it. And I am a hopeful romantic that everybody makes mistakes, okay? Like if not the caliber of people that I dealt with. But if other people, for those people that it matters, because they are out there. The people who know that they deserve another shot, there you go. Because love wins, right? So if you like really talk about what you are and who you are, right? This is it.
Now
so
let me tell you.
Hold on, Maine. Hold on. I'm sorry. Maine is gonna say what he's gonna say in just a second, but Maine, this is gonna tie into him, and he's gonna get me. This is a new year. However, maybe. But Maine said to me, he can't date someone that makes more money than him. So,
yeah,
this is Dion. Chime on in, Dion. Since you like to say,
why would I want to do that in this type of society?
A financially stable woman actually hurts his ego.
Who said that?
This is Dion. Y'all on the same wave, okay? Why would this hurt your ego?
It does not hurt my ego.
What did it do to you then?
Because if you looked at the other comment that he made, we have been raised to be a provider.
Okay.
If there's a woman that makes more than me, what do I have to actually offer or do for her?
Mickey!
You're not answering the question.
I'm gonna answer
that was
it.
an actual question.
That was an actual question. What do you have to offer? Loyalty, comfort, those things that don't require you paying a bill or doing
those
something.
Those are not
for?
offers.
Excuse me. You asked the question. I'm just answering it. Okay. A person such as myself. Let's use me for an example. Prime example. All right. Let's use Tammy for an example. Who works more than one job? No, I'm just hear me out.
I'm listening. That's why
We're looking for the person to take away that pressure of me having to do so much. Okay, so the human thought process would be like, damn, she working 16-hour days. She out here hustling. She got businesses. She's doing that, this, that, and the third. She's about her business. She's grinding. She a strong, independent woman. You know, this, that, and the third. Just how you guys were raised with that ideology, women were raised the same way. As to, oh my goodness, is my Prince Charming coming to save me? Is he going to come and he's going to do this, that, and the third? I was married. I was a single mom, a home housewife for 5 years, where I stayed home with my kids and stuff like that. My husband was the primary caretaker, okay? He did not have to want for nothing. He came home, his stuff, his uniform for the next day was on, his food was on the table, clothes washed, whatever. That was my role. The kids was good, the house was kept, everything. That was my role, and I still got cheated on. So the fact that you're saying, and he was a provider, he did what he needed to do. Me as a woman who now has her own, and I'm only having my own because I'm not ever in my mind going to allow a man to have that much control or power over me, does not mean I don't need a man to show up in my life that may not have as much as I have, but he is going to compliment me and say, let me take some of the burden away. Yo, I want to build with you. I want to have, some type of other than sexual experience with you. I see something in us that we could be great and be a power couple potentially. That you don't got to work as hard because I'm going to step up and be the man that you need me to be so that you can rest. Okay? So those are the things that I need from the person who don't make that much for me, or what can you give to me and stuff like that. Take the goddamn pressure off of me. How about that? Okay?
Wash a bill. Wash some dishes. Clean the house. There's mad stuff you can do.
So, here's what happens in what you described. When that man is unable to take that pressure off of you in the manner that you would like, because what he is able to do is not enough, it then creates more pressure not only on him, but on you, and it frustrates you. Because what you were seeking that man to do, he is not able to do.
That was part of it, man. That was part of it. Massage, that was part of it. That's only a piece of it. Massage my damn feet, okay? Massage my wigs, okay? Hello.
How can he massage your feet when he's actually tired and he wants?
And we can do that to each other. We can do that for each other. So it's just like talking, communicating, right? What are your needs? What are my needs? So that we're coming together to understand what is it that I can do for you. Because here it is. People will say to me, oh, Shay, or she got to be in a relationship, or, people must ask her on dates all the time because they assume I'm taking. I am not taking. I do not get asked out on dates. None of this shit happens for a person who is out here grinding and doing what she needs to do. Because people just automatically assume I'm good. So they don't ask. They don't do none of the above, okay? And the ones that do, excuse me, shut up. So the ones that do get in there or whatever are just there to just waste time and just play. Like, I'm not here for the shits or whatever. So it's just like, there is so much more that a man can offer, and vice versa, people can offer to each other once they communicate. Because I'm not going to know what your needs are. You're not going to know what my needs are until we actually communicate that. But don't assume because you're making less than me that I'm looking down upon you. I'm not. If you don't make as much of me, okay, cool. Maybe there's something that we could do together that can either, if you want to, not because you comfortable where you at. Well, I can help you get there. Maybe. Okay? It's not a guarantee, but we're going to do more together. Anybody that is not by themselves can do more with another person. Would you agree with that? Yes?
See, there's an idea behind that, yeah.
There's an idea behind that. If you trust that person that you're with, that they have your best interest at heart, right? Okay, they could do more. You know how to cook. Okay? Most women, how do you pass up on a man who knows how to cook, who knows how to keep house, who's a great father, who knows how to do all this type of stuff? It would have to be somebody who is just totally just duh. Okay? How do you not? And don't use me as an example.
But I get used all the time.
Don't use me as an example. Okay? And I say that with the best thing behind it, and you know that, okay?
What I'm going to say, you're not going to agree with, which is
that's
fine.
Okay. We don't have to agree with you. I don't.
But you have to understand the perspective of many of those men who may not make six figures,
right?
May make decent amount of money, but they're not in a professional career that pays them six figures or offers them more time freedom or puts them in a position where they can vacation every other month and so forth.
Right.
Men, again, have been traditionally raised to be providers, hunters, take care of. That load that you talked about helping. Part of the way of taking care of that load is to not allow you to have a load at all. Unless it's the load I put on you in bed. No. That's it.
This is the part that you're saying I'm not going to like. Which part?
So, what ends up happening in most of those relationships is the man is trying, from his traditional perspective, to do certain things. And what ends up happening is what that woman wants will not match what that man believes that he's supposed to do. And there's a frustration that occurs between the two because what yin and yang is literally yin and yanging. But not in the way that it's supposed to. Okay. So if a man wants to take you on vacation, but he knows he has to do 40 extra hours a week for a month to do the vacation he wants to treat you, but you make enough where you can do that on your own, but he wants to be the one to do it. You're getting frustrated because you want him home to help relax you, and you're like, but I make enough, we can do this.
That's the wrong person. I don't know who he's talking about. But if you working 40 extra hours to make sure to do something special for me, this woman over here, that means you get 40 extra blowjobs. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Like, it's give and take, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not that type of person. It's like if you doing that to get to the greater good, you need your thing taken care of 24/7. You ain't never gonna want for nothing. I must be. But I'm telling you right now, go ahead and show up for me in that capacity, okay? Your ass is getting blowjobs 24/7, okay? Stop playing with me. And maybe you don't like the blowjob. Maybe you just like the wet. Okay, good job. I will ride the fuck out of you for the whole time that you're trying to do something. Work them fucking 40 extra hours. You're going to get shit all the fucking time. Okay? Because I know motherfuckers out here that is just full of shit. Okay? Full of shit. They full of shit, but you out here busting your ass. Go ahead and do that. You bust your ass, you be tired with one fucking eye open. I'll be riding the fuck out of you. Okay? Go ahead and go to sleep now. Night-night. Night, motherfucker. And get your ass out there and do that again. Since you want to be the one that go ahead and do it then. Go ahead and do it. Show what it is. That's right. You want to be a provider? Provide.
This is wild.
Provide. Okay? There we go. Providing it all. You want it on the side?
At the end of the day,
you want me to turn around? You want it from the back?
At the
Which
end
way
of the
you want
day,
it? Okay?
the right
you need
person
a hand? You need a blow?
will connect with the right person.
Sure will. Sure will. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not selfish, okay? There you go. Give and take. You want something? Okay. And I'll tell you, it don't take much to make me happy. Fry me some chicken. Food. I'm great. Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
That's it.
Nice.
How you feel about that?
That's awesome.
Oh, it is. Now, this is the most recent
What?
that I saw. This one.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all want to be married and don't split the bills. This is from a woman, by the way. At least she look like one. But get a divorce and want half of his shit. Help me make it make sense.
Let me help you make this.
This is still on the topic of paying some bills now.
Why that makes sense, unfortunately, in this society is because this society is not geared.
Yes, cousin. Yes, say Kim. What up, Kim? Kim, want to check in?
It's not geared to be fair in that manner to men. Because men have been put in positions where, yes, they're supposed to be the ones that take care of everything. Like, before America, most marriages were arranged.
They sure was.
Most marriages, you had to either figure out some form of payment, dowry, cattle.
To show that you could take care of that woman.
Take care of that woman.
Take care of that woman.
It isn't, like, honestly.
But they also had how many extra kids? Come on now. How many kids did they have? They had like fucking 13 children. 13 kids. And them kids was out there on the motherfucking fields. Building houses. Yes, the fuck they was. The older ones was in there cooking and cleaning and doing all that type of stuff.
Wait,
most of the
about
female
women having kids after they get married.
After they get married with the dowry with that man, though that family normally, okay, had a lot of children.
Because now, that was a sole purpose.
That was a sole purpose, to reproduce,
right?
To have the kids on the land, okay, and sow that land and stuff like that.
In some cultures, there were more than one wife in the building.
That is a whole fact. So, do you think that we spoil the fuck out of these kids nowadays? Because the people who are getting all of this stimulus money and these stipends for the 20 kids that you got that are pretty much babies.
Oh, that stipend is not that much.
How? I mean, are they out here? I know there's child labor laws, but what the fuck should they be doing? Okay? What should they be doing? I said it the other day. I was talking to my mother, and she said, well, you know, kids are so different nowadays. Like, you know, you guys, y'all grew up in the era that y'all saw us working hard. Y'all stepped in. Y'all knew Sundays was the day. Saturdays and Sundays was the day for, like, family, cleaning, and doing all this type of stuff. You saw us get up on Sunday mornings. Everybody's just doing a chore, right? Everybody's getting involved in hands-on approach. This wave, y'all had y'all children, and y'all pretty much did everything. Though they saw you do it, though they had chores, though you taught them that, for the most part, they saw you, me as a single mom after my divorce, doing it. So they assisted where they assisted at, but not to the degree that we had to as kids, because we were like 6, 7, 8 going to the laundromat, going to the store, grocery shopping, doing all these grown things because they was instilling in us a work ethic so that when we got older, we didn't need nobody for nothing really. Like, you was out, you self-sufficient, you know how to do your things. You're domesticated, right? They made sure that that's who we were. So now they look at the generation that they say, oh, well, social media, all they care about is, they have no loyalty. They don't really give a shit. They're going to pay somebody to come do their laundry or pay somebody to go do this, that, and the third and all this other type of stuff. So the women out here, speaking, who don't know how to cook, all right? A home cooked fucking meal from scratch. Some. Those are the women that have these men out here buying red bottom shoes, bundles, and all this other type of shit. Help me make motherfucking sense.
All right, so I'm going to use exactly what you just said.
Please do.
Explain it to you.
Explain it to me.
So, when we grew up and watched our parents work hard, our parents were working hard for a minimum wage that was less than $5. They were bringing home as much money as they could. Even though they were black, not a lot of parents worked for minimum wage. They actually made a little bit more than that.
Yep.
Some of them had great jobs. Some of them had factory jobs. Some of them had their own business or trade. What ends up happening is, because we saw our parents work so hard,
come on,
and they didn't look like, most of them did not look like they were enjoying the hard work, it became our goal not to have to work as hard as our parents.
That's a fact.
Because why would we want to do that? Come home tired every day, being miserable, complaining about our jobs. And also, as we grew older, the opportunities grew for us on a broader basis. We were able to do more than what our parents were able to do. We also did not want to do to our kids what we felt was done to us.
Facts.
The fact that we had to do so much to help with the house,
come on,
didn't sit right with most of. Like, if you ever listen to most of the people that grew up with us,
right?
What was the common thing that we all would say? I gotta get up out of this community. I gotta get up out this hood. I gotta get out of this situation. I'm not trying to live like this. Common thing.
Right.
So most of us went and got our own businesses, went to school, got decent degrees so we can get decent jobs. We also did other things that were more enjoyable, but we learned that we can actually make money off those things. We did not want our kids to live the life that we lived as kids. So they were not given the same structural settings that we were. They had a lot more freedom to play and just do things. As long as they did what they needed to do in school, as long as they respected us, didn't disrespect us, didn't have nobody else coming telling them about us, they could do whatever they want.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Then you add in the social media mix and that influence of, and I saw some celebrity post about it. I think it was an athlete. And basically what social media did is made every regular person feel as if they were actually a celebrity. So being a celebrity on social media gained traction and value, even though it may not have been monetarily, it gave you status. And a lot of people are under the belief that that status was all that you needed.
Come on now. Come on. Okay.
There are people that look at certain rapper girlfriends as career life goals.
I'm listening. I'm hearing you.
Some of them girlfriends that are rappers have their own business, make their own money. Shout out to them. But a lot of others don't.
Okay.
A lot of them are just simply baby mamas.
Right. So speaking of learning stuff, social media.
I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm almost done.
We're going to get there. Go ahead.
So,
I'll go there.
with all that unpacked,
Right.
what you're dealing with is simply differences.
That's it.
And the differences are this generation does not have the same. Basically, when our kids wake up,
Mm-hmm.
they have lights, heat, music, cell phone, television,
Facts.
a damn ball that's a speaker that you can talk to. And it does exactly what you say.
That's a fact.
You have refrigerators that you can talk to and it will open the door and light up exactly what you're looking for.
That's a fact.
Did we have that as kids?
We did not.
So yeah, our kids are not going to be as work ethic. They're just not. Because technology has made it where they don't have to work. And they're going to do the same thing that we did as young people, make a decision and say, I don't want to do what my parents do. I want to do something that makes me more money, that gives me more time freedom. Unfortunately, what they are thinking gives them time freedom is actually a waste of time.
Come on now.
Now I'm done.
Come on now. You
I
said,
did a lot of preaching today.
no, I appreciated every single thing that you said. I was looking down here because I'm trying to post something for you guys that ties into what he's talking about. Okay? So when you do see it in there, and some of y'all seen this because this shit went by.
The microwave chicks are getting a good man.
Listen, that's what it
Not
would
true,
have been.
because I'm still single.
Listen, yeah. Okay. Do you have to approve what I just posted?
On Dare Love and Love?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it should be up there.
It should be up there. All right. Let's see.
Might take a minute, though. That's all.
All right. I think I refreshed it. Okay, so if y'all can see some of that, Dion says they have great personalities and men settle.
Well, it doesn't take much to get a man's attention, for the most part, in general.
So I'm hearing.
You just have to be attractive to that particular man.
So,
And hold a decent conversation that they like.
Okay. It
Most
should be
men.
up there. It's up there. It's up there. So if y'all see that post, please comment. Okay?
Men are always chasing
Because
the sexy bad chick. That's what we're taught to do.
Well, you chase me. I got a full posh, tiger marks, stretch marks from my ass to my back. Okay? Just in advance so you know it. I'm thicker than a sticker. Okay, from what I understand, okay.
Bad chicks and sexy chicks comes in all
say
shapes and
it.
sizes.
It is what it is, all right? And I ain't changing shit. When I get my mommy makeover, then that's my choice for myself. It
Oh,
don't
that
have
was going to
anything
be
to
my
do with
topic.
it. The mommy makeover?
Reminded. Nope.
Oh,
Well, makeover is the topic, but not mommy makeover.
okay. Well, please look at the shit. Okay, because we was talking about, for the people who just came on, we pulling everything together, but we going in a million different topics. Okay, so but we were talking about how we were raised versus this generation. Okay, and where people learn shit from: social media, YouTube, the whole 9 yards. How
YouTube
people
is a how-to
can't cook, but they do learn how to cook. Okay, at some point. What up, Lady Lee on the check-in? What up? You seen this one?
Not yet. I'm trying to see your post.
If you do that, it makes your face light. And then focus it. And then say you show me if you touch under the sun, you can move it and make it darker or lighter.
Okay,
Yours is on?
I thought I was stupid because I didn't know how to do that. But now I know how to, so I'm not stupid anymore.
Right.
A little bit.
No.
I think I'm stupid.
Please, no, you're not stupid at all. Stop.
I can't move it. I'm gonna cry.
Yes, you did.
I went. It was a prank though. I pranked you guys to go to college, and then actually I'm not gonna do it.
But you liked it.
I hate it. Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
So this person,
I think that education is dumb. I think that I can learn everything I need to know on TikTok.
Really?
Yes, they told me how to clean out my washer and my dryer on TikTok.
So
Okay.
she's just coming out of oral surgery. I can tell.
Correct.
And
However,
them drugs are powerful.
but what she was speaking was
accurate.
facts. What she was speaking was factual.
There are a lot of things that you can learn on these different tools
Right.
of
Right.
social media. Not everything is completely accurate or on point.
She was going in. She like, listen here.
YouTube is a how-to.
I learned on TikTok how to
Video
clean
channel.
my washer. She was done. She said, "Do you think I'm stupid? No, we don't. Just think you haven't been exposed." So
I didn't go to college.
yeah, that's all right. You ain't missing nothing. Trust me.
Lady,
Okay,
most of
all
the
right.
billionaires in this world didn't
Have not go to college. Exactly. It's all good. All right, man. This was great. We was all over the place in some ways, a shape or form, but
I have one more topic, but we'll talk about it
you
another
want to?
time.
You want to go there?
I'll leave it in the air.
Okay,
So,
leave it in the air. Here we go. As
I'm
we
going to
wrap
just
up.
say we're not going to talk about it, but I'm going to say the topic, what it is.
Okay. What's up?
So, in these day and time, and you talked about shape, makeovers, women and men nowadays also,
Yep.
because I just
They
seen
getting
something
abs.
recently that just blew my daggone mind,
Right.
have the ability, and if they have the finances, to go and get the body type that they like.
Yep.
And as with technology, so many things look very natural.
Right.
Even if that person may not have actually been born to look at the way they look.
Gotcha.
So it's very interesting.
Completely.
And honestly, I do find myself, when I find out, especially if like they're like an Instagram model or somebody or whatever, and I find out that they've gone to DR or someplace, Dr. Miami, and got enhanced, for some reason it alters the level of attraction immediately for me. It's just like, I feel like I'm lied to. I've been deceived.
You've been deceived.
I've been bamboozled, hoodwinked.
Yeah, it's a lot of that going on. And now the trend is, though, people are now talking about, I have a natural body. So now the trend is for you to have a natural body, okay? So it was all before Barbies and things. Now it's like, oh, people taking pictures with their stretch marks, with this, with that, and they're like natural. Because TikTok, it plays a part in it, that's all I'm going to say. So we will definitely do this topic and talk
There
about...
was another, since you mentioned TikTok, there's a TikTok video of a woman. Basically, she's in a video by herself, but the captions are describing how she has attracted this one person and, everything's going good. And then they finally spend the night the first time together. And the caption or the audio goes and stuff. Now, you know what this is. You know what's really good. She starts taking off stuff, takes off the wig. You know what's going down. You know what it is. So don't even trip. And it's almost like I'm gonna get you sucker, but she got both her legs still, and she's not hopping at the person. But all the makeup's off, all the hair, the wig that you saw is off, and Now I will say this particular person didn't look that much different from what she did before, but you can tell there's a difference.
There's an enhancement. I've had people say that because trust me, when I get my silly on, you bonds well, okay? And Tammy calls it silly because I have my little pigtails on the side or whatever. I feel I still look the same, but she be like, "Oh, you in your silly mood." I'm like, "What's silly mode? Oh, you ain't got no wig on today. You got your natural out." Okay, you know what I mean? But she finds it hilarious because she's so used to seeing me with a wig. So he's like, what she said?
Girls, those are just your victories that you want.
She said, Miss Lady Lee says, when it's time to talk about it, I have a story for you both. Okay. All right. So definitely, when we get on topic, we're going to definitely talk about that. Episode 28. So we wrapping it up?
Make sure you follow Dear Love and Lust.
Come on now.
Make sure you follow Bklyn Shay.
Come on now.
Make sure you follow Maine Event Live.
and follow the Rose Experience.
Oh my gosh, the rose.
We're going to talk about some more about the roses. TikTok is going crazy about them, and I'm selling them, by the way.
Yo, there was a video of a dude. He came home. He's talking about when your girl first has used the rose, and she's there blow drying her sheets.
People was getting
that
at her.
was wet.
Like, please, why you ain't washed the sheets? But
Like, take the sheets. You ain't got another pair of sheets.
It's
Like,
a
come
skit.
on, like
It was a
Lord
skit.
and mercy. But I think it was a skit.
It was a skit. So it was like, come on, y'all so anal talking about, why she ain't watch the sheets. It's a skit, okay? But it was everything, and the roses are everything. Like, you nut literally in the first 2 seconds.
She sells them. Holla at Bklyn Shay.
Yes.
If you want your
Holla.
own, if you haven't gotten yours.
Yep, you would like
For
a
a
glass.
great price.
Dear Love and Lust.
Dear Love and Lust glass.
Here we go.
There is Dear Love and Lust merchandise on MaineEventLive.com. Just click the link that says shop.
She sells the wine too.
January
She
15th,
sells the wine too.
Capricorn Affair at Lost and Found. Why you shaking your hand?
Because we was on merch. And we were still
That is my merch.
well, how you jump to your shit? You were just talking about what Shay sells.
Exactly.
And she sells One Hope wine.
One whole wine.
I'm done with you.
I was looking at this camera. I didn't even
Whatever.
see it.
It's okay.
Shout out to One Hope Wine, Bklyn
Thank you.
Shay's official sponsor for us. Lord of mercy.
We're done.
Shout out to the world of Eat Fried Chicken, comedian Lady T. Shout out to her in the building, holding back her laughs.
Absolutely.
But again, January 15th at Lost and Found, Capricorn Affair, Showbiz Live on the music. That's DJ Show, DJ Biz, and myself, Maine Event Live. We're going to be running the tunes. Per ownership, you need to show proof of vaccination to enter. I didn't think that was a problem because, honestly, most of the people that I know are vaccinated. I was the last of all my friends and close friends and business associates and co-workers to get vaccinated.
Look at my face. So I'm one person, probably, I don't know how many of us there are, right? I'm not even going to say. I'll leave it alone. I have something that I cannot necessarily get the vaccination, which would be clearly.
But you can get a thing that says that you're okay regardless.
Well, get me the thing, because I ain't.
I'll send you a link to it.
Send me the link to get the thing, because I don't. Okay? Outside of being clergy. And we know
You
I'm
can
not.
establish you can establish a church.
I know I can't. I know I can't.
The Church of the Rose.
The Church of the Rose.
Pastor
Stop.
Bklyn Shay.
Blasphemy. I'm not. We're not. We leaving it alone.
It's not blasphemy.
Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me.
You can establish your own particular
The
church.
Rose Experience, we having another one coming up very soon where we don't need a DJ. We just need Maine to come and take pictures because we talk too fucking much. So there's no need, just need music playing in the background. That's it. That's it. Some sexy shit. That's it. All right? But we had a good time. Can we end with that? Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy yourself?
It was a good time.
Thank you. We had a real good time.
Even though I was in the hallway.
The Rose, Maine was in the hallway, but the Rose Experience was everything. Shout out to the ladies that attended that. We appreciate you. Dear Love and Lust podcast.
There were some revelations made. Some true, not. Tammy's running out of the door. Mickey was here. Shout out to Mickey. Yo, at the end of the day,
had a good time.
At the end of the day, make sure you're enjoying life. Make sure
Come
you're
on.
doing what you want to do. I know everybody gets all bent out of shape when people make resolutions, but that's what they're for you to try to do something new for the new year for yourself. Forget what anybody else is saying. It does not matter.
Does not matter.
Holla at us.
Yep.
We'll be rocking.
Sure will.
Make sure you're following the Dear Love and Lust page.
Beep, 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 beep.
And we will let you know the next time or the next episode when it's coming.
Yep.
Next time we're live. Get your questions ready. Share with more people, more friends.
Share it up. Share it up. We here for it. And yes, Capricorns end the year and they begin the year.
I'm going to I got to work on getting the audio on some like SoundCloud and
Yeah.
what's the other one? Spotify and all those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Apple Podcasts. Y'all can check under the old episodes on Dear Love and Lust.
That's a whole fact.
MaineEventLive.com/Dear Love and Lust.
That's a whole fact. And we're going to be in Aquarius season soon.
Yep.
Shout out to Capricorns that I know and love. Y'all rock. Definitely. So, anyway, we about to do what we do best. And we're going to say peace.